Hi and welcome. I am Arielle and I am with Joyful Presence, the School of Unlearning, and I am coming today to have a little discussion, a little exploration about energy and how we can shift our energy to more to an experience that's more aligned with who we are, or to a frequency that's more aligned with who we are. So we'll be talking about certain emotions and how those are a signal to us that either a remedy or something comes in to help balance that emotion, or we let go of something so we can return to our natural state of being, which is a joyful, peaceful presence. And when I mean joy, I don't mean a joy like because you receive something. I'm talking about a joy that is natural and inherent to who we are. So when we let go a lot of the filters and burdens and programs and history that we hold in our psychology, and we let that go and we align with our soul, we know ourselves as joy, as the frequency of joy. And that's not to say that other emotions are bad or negative, or they should be judged, or that they won't come up in the future, that you won't experience them. It's that you return to this allowing, peaceful, joyful state no matter what is occurring in your life. And that may even mean that you're in a joy, a contented joy, when there's something sorrowful in your life, when there is something you're grieving about, when something occurs. There's just, that foundation of your joyful self, of who you really are, no matter what is coming up in your life. So we're going to talk about that we all are powerful energy shifters, and we are composed of energy. Everything in our body, our thoughts, our energy fields, our soul, everything we interact with in the world, it's all composed of energy, and it's all either an integrative experience that's opening and allowing and expanding the energy, which leads to us being in our natural state, or it's a contracted and stuck and hardening and burdening energy, which is unnatural to our natural state. So emotions come up as a signal, as like a little light bulb that says, hey, you are a powerful energy shifter. Something is needed now. And it can be as simple as an intention, or watching what you're paying attention to. Something is needed now to shift the energy. And so I'm sure we've all experienced when the energy feels heavy or stuck, or some emotions around that would be fear, looking at the past and feeling very sorrowful, and or feeling shame, insecurity. Often we will feel that in our heart, in our throat, and we will feel things like powerlessness and unsafety and unsurety and lack of trust in our lower 3 energy centers, lower chakras. And so these are signals that it's your energetic frequency saying, let's shift this. And that's the opportunity, that's the potential. And often though, we don't want to shift it. We cling to it. So say fear arises for us, instead of just allowing that fear to be there and being with it, we not only identify that we are the fear, we are the thing that we are experiencing, but then we cling to it. And then we make a program of that fear in our mind. So then everything we're relating to in our life is filtered through that fear. So let's talk about the Heart Chakra. And I started with the crystal bowl, and that is the heart chakra frequency. And I love crystal bowls and sound healing because all of your senses tune in. It's very difficult to not tune in to the sound, to not have you'd have to be very, very resistant to, and even if you were resistant in your mind, it is still shifting the energy in your body and in your energetic fields. So the sound is very powerful. And for people who are very sensitive or shift very easily, sound healing is a wonderful tool. And it kind of breaks the ice and breaks down the barriers, and then allows you to expand into your energetic potential. So I love sound healing crystal bowls, tuning forks, even just any kind of panda drums. So I highly recommend those. And you don't have to know which sound to use necessarily. You just hear which one sounds good for you. Which sound do you get a yes answer? And so we will be talking about the heart chakra, but I want to talk about the yes answer really quick, because when we are feeling stuck or like we're holding negative energy, we are often in a no frequency. So it's like we're resisting. And when something is balancing us or something is allowing us to shift out of that frequency, we will get a yes answer. And so your body is like a pendulum, and your energy fields are like a pendulum. And you can get very tuned into that, feeling that yes answer. And one simple way is if say I'm listening to a crystal bowl and I feel myself, you might shift forward just a little bit, but you feel yourself embracing and leaning into that experience. Your energy is lifted. That is a yes answer. If you have a thought form that comes in and you start to contract and you maybe shift backwards and you feel your energy is getting lowered. This could even be from things you're watching on the news, from the radio, anything like that. And you get a no answer, that means that's not aligned with your energetic potential, who you are. So it's very important to start to tune into that. And it's not a thought form, it's a sensation-based energy shift. You can feel the energy shifting, and it's very powerful. So when we're talking about things that work for you, for shifting out of contracted energy frequencies, you're going to get a yes answer, and that may be different for different people. Different things may work for different people. So in our heart chakra, which is right here, right between our breasts, if you're a girl, right on your chest, our heart chakra is very important in our life, and all the chakras are integrated and work together, but the heart chakra specifically is for a lot of us, we tend to live in our minds, and we live in all of our mental filters, all of our conditioning. We live through that. We live through our identifications of who we think we are, how old we are, what we look like, what we have, what we don't have, all that kind of stuff, what we've experienced. We identify ourselves and we live through that. The heart chakra, when you work with the heart chakra, what you're doing is you're allowing your energy to shift back into its natural alignment, where the heart is at the forefront of your being. The heart is what moves you through your life, and the mind then settles down into the heart and is in service to the heart. So instead of the mind trying to figure everything out and analyze everything and judge everything and judge yourself and try to live in this very psychological, analytical world. Sorry about my dog. The heart comes forward and you live in a more intuitive space. And that's how when we are in harmony with nature, and we are in harmony with each other as humans, and we're in harmony with everything, our environment, we're living in a heart space. That's where most of nature and animals are already in the heart space, because they don't have a psychological, they don't have the ability to have another psychological entity or part of themselves that they can live through, or they think they're living through. So when you're getting back to your heart, that's when you really start to be kind of an alchemist of your life. And it doesn't matter who you are, what you've experienced, or anything about you, you can start doing it right now. And the most important thing is to start tuning into your energy field and believing in it and seeing it, noticing how your intentions can shift things, how when you pay attention to something, that can shift something. So like for heart chakra, again, it can often be shut down. Many of us have a shut down heart chakra from experiences, from prolonged, just what we see in the world, and just kind of feeling really let down and really like powerless. And so what we want to do is spend a lot of time in meditation. And that can be either sitting in meditation with your eyes closed and having a very quiet meditation, very internal, or you can also have that internal meditation, such as walking in the woods or in the forest. And the forest especially is very helpful and balancing for your heart chakra. So any kind of meditation where we are retreating from the outside world, we're not engaging in what's happening out here, we are turning inward, and we are sensing our own energy of what's here and now. And we allow ourselves just to be with what is. That's the meditation. And when you're not, it's not that your thoughts stop or you can control everything or you can control anything at all. It's that you are turning your attention inward to who you are. And that alone, or even just discovering who you are, because you may say, I don't know who I am. And many of us don't actually know who we are. And that's okay. But turning the attention to the discovery of who you are, that is going to open up your heart chakra. So we can do a little bit right now. So let's just find a nice seated position. And let's start by, let's rock back and forth just a bit. And this helps us. And if you're not seated, that's fine. You can do this standing. You could try to do it lying down, but I would be better sitting. And if you need back support, that's fine as well. So we're just going to rock back and forth a bit. And what this does is it kind of just brings us into our body. And then you can go side to side. It also helps you find your energetic center. And you can go diagonally. And then diagonally the other way. And then just circles. And if you want to move your neck around, you're just finding your plumb line, like your center. And yes, you can do this lying down. It would just be a little bit different experience. And let's start breathing in, palms upward. And this is where you're allowing and receiving energy. You're also allowing energy. You're expressing energy rather than holding on or clinging to it. You're allowing it to flow through you. So we're going to take a deep breath in. Let our ribs expand. Let your shoulders rise. And exhale, let your ribs soften, your belly comes in, your shoulders come down the back, and the crown of the head kind of lifts towards the sky. Deep breath in. Let the ribs expand, the belly expands. Feel the oxygen going into the back, your lower back, and exhale. And deep breath in. Ribs expand, shoulder expands, head rises. And as you exhale, let the shoulders fall down the back. And let's tune into feeling the energy from Mother Earth, so beneath the floor wherever you're sitting. And feeling that connection down through the floor, into the soil, through the mantle, down into the heart of Mother Earth. And that there's an energetic string there between you and the heart of Mother Earth. And just breathe easily. Recognizing that this is your home. This is your home for your human experience as a spiritual being. So it doesn't matter where you are physically, whether you're in a certain house or an apartment, or whether you're in a certain country, the earth is your home. The earth is your mother. And you are a creation of it. And on your deep breath in, you can bring that energy back into your body through your tailbone, all the way through your back, through behind your heart, through behind your throat, through the back of the head, and out through the crown of the head. And let that energy continue outwards and upwards. Rising up to the sky. Rising past the sky, past the atmosphere, out into the stars. Continuing on past our galaxy, into infinite space. So now you have this energetic channel, just with your intention, just with your awareness, just with what you're paying attention to. You've created this energetic channel. And then you allow that energy to come back down through the crown of the head, behind the third eye, behind the throat, and it rests at the center of your chest for your heart. And then you can put your left hand on your heart, your right hand over, and keep breathing. And I want you just to feel the love that just your energy has, just being alive, just breathing right now. That simple love of having breath in this moment, of having life in this moment, no matter your circumstance, no matter your experience. And feel that love that life has for you, for giving you breath, giving you life. And how beautiful that is. And now recognize that who you are is not separate from that love. And let that love grow stronger and brighter in your heart. an affirmation right here is, I love who I am. I love what I have been given in this life. I am a being of love. I am a transformational being of love. And allow that energy to charge into your hands. And keep your breath going. And then you're going to send that energy outward to anything in your life, any experience, any person, any worldly condition, world situation, anything. And you're going to open your hands and you're going to send that love to whatever it is. Anything that needs a shift of energy. It could be a relationship. It could be an ongoing world crisis. It could be healing for your own body. It could be love for knowing who you are in your journey and opening to your potential. Be love for your past. Loving the journey, forgiving the journey, forgiving others. Be sending love for misunderstanding, sending love for thinking that you're not doing enough, that you're not enough. Let the love of your energy, of who you are, send that outward. Deep breath in. Let's reach our hands above our head. And then exhale them back down. And you can shake out your hands and kind of loosen up your body from sitting there. So that was a little bit about how to shift the energy, and you know very well how to shift it based on your own sensation of the energy. And I want you to know that you're extremely powerful. We all are extremely powerful, and you can shift the energy with your intention and with what you pay attention to. And by, like a beautiful plant that is wilting because it doesn't have what it needs to flourish, you can find the things that help you flourish, help you align with what feels, what brings you to a state of peace and a state of joy. And you don't need someone else to do that for you. You just turn inward and you can do that. You can be the powerful alchemist of your own energy. So I'm hoping that this touched you somehow today in some way or helped your energy shift. And I'm going to end with a crystal bowl. And I'm sorry about my dog barking. It was, he's a puppy, so we're working with him. But okay, so thank you so much. And if you'd like to know more about what we're doing, we are offering classes and courses and gatherings online at joyfulpresence.com. And we have a joy guide coming up where it's going to be an experiential online gatherings, part own soul journaling and that kind of stuff, to help us align with our joy of who we are. And then we also have transformational gatherings and soul awakening gatherings, which are all very helpful if those resonate for you, that help you shift into your potential, help open the energy. We welcome you and we hope to connect with you somehow. You can also follow us on Instagram. We post inspirational messages on there, and just sending much love to you all. So thank you for watching.